you have a Josh Allen problem. It's that simple.
Bro, you gotta clean up the turnovers. That's the only thing holding this guy back from being the consensus, no question, quarterback 2 in the NFL.
Who would have thought that Zach Wilson would have squared off with Josh Allen and been the better quarterback in this game?
He did it last year.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But still. Okay, so Josh Allen was atrocious
4
in this game.
turnovers.
So the final score was 22-16. It went into overtime, blah, 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 all that. It has to be said. This man on certain plays looks like the greatest quarterback we've ever witnessed in our entire life.
Another plays looks like Zach Wilson.
5 or 6 plays a game, he looks like the worst quarterback I think I've ever seen. And I question why he's even in the NFL. Like, the only reason he's in the league, sometimes you just think, is because he's 6'6", 250 and can run like a 4.6.
He also makes crazy decisions.
And has a cannon.
Bro,
You see that dive yesterday?
Bro, what is he doing?
he tried one hurdle yesterday, and instead of going straight up with his body, he jumped and just kind of
Did a dolphin
planked
dive.
in the air.
Through his body.
Yeah, he did.
Crazy.
He went to hurdle and just dolphin dove. He tried going over someone. That's not how that works.
You would think this man is fighting for a roster spot on a weekly basis the way that he fucking runs.
He plays like
He's
he
a
runs like Baker
franchise
Mayfield.
quarterback making $260 million. What are you doing? It's week 1. I get it. You want to beat the Jets. Bro, let's not get yourself hurt. This is why you blew your season last year.
It's funny because he did all that and still lost.
And still
Yeah.
lost. And still lost. Because he threw 3 picks. And
And had a fumble.
one of the picks, arm punt. I don't blame him for that one. It was 3rd down. He
Two of them
just chucked
were.
it
Two
deep.
of them were. They were like,
No. The other one wasn't an arm punt. The other one was just a horrific decision that made absolutely zero sense, throwing into double coverage deep.
sounds like an arm punt to me.
It
No,
wasn't an arm punt. It just wasn't.
It was just a stupid-ass decision.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And then the other pick
Was
What-
also a
what
shitty-ass
was that?
decision, a bad ball, and a bad route.
oh my God. It was
He had a
just
flat, wide open. I was fucking screaming at the TV like, bro, just take your check down.
Sauce
dude.
backed off, and then he just still decided
Bro,
to throw
just
it.
take your fucking check. Like, I defended Josh Allen on this show. I think I was the only one who still said he was the quarterback too. I think everyone else had Joe Burrow.
I mean,
at their
Burrow was
quarterback,
also
too.
dog shit.
But I tried to defend Josh Allen, but I said one thing, like, bro, you gotta clean up the turnovers. And he had 4 last night. And I said that's the only thing holding this guy back from being the consensus, no question, quarterback 2 in the NFL. And competing for Super
I
Bowls
was
and
about
having
to
a
say.
chance to win them.
And competing for the 1 spot, if I'm being entirely honest, bro. If you cut out
I
the
mean-
turnovers,
The defense in this game for the Bills was spectacular. Like, I'll take my loss on that one. I thought the Bills defense would take a step back. Granted, they were playing Zach Wilson and a terrible offensive line, but I thought, Matt Milano does what Matt
Oh my
Milano
God.
does. He's a great Mike linebacker. Thought the D-line was getting after it. Again, weak offensive line, so not much to take away there, but the D-line was definitely getting after it. And Josh Allen just couldn't take care of the ball.
no.
It was, the last 4 drives of the game before he drove down to tie it with the field goal were interception, punt, interception, fumble. Like, those were the drives in the second half for the Bills. It was not pretty, and it's just like in that type of game where you're going against the backup quarterback and, again, a weak offensive line, and the energy has been sucked out of the building like that because of the injury. Like, you have to take advantage. You have to move the ball, take up time, and put points on the board. You can't afford to turn the ball over and give them a chance. And that's exactly what they did. It was, we need to see that get straightened out. Like, that is a real concern for the Buffalo Bills. It's a real concern for Josh Allen. And that's my thoughts on that.
No, Josh Allen completely left it up to the Jets to have every opportunity to win that game. The Jets they really had no business even being close to winning that football game. The Josh Allen just kept turning the ball over and giving the Jets the chance to kick a field goal until at the end, bro, you have a couple minutes left in the game and you're not paying attention to the snap. You're not looking the ball into your hands. Like, it's such fundamental things that you're like, what is even happening here? You have such a great quarterback, and in the biggest moment, he can't catch a snap. It's bizarre. Even
after that, he did catch it.
he regains control and still
He
fumbles
picks
the
it
ball.
up, puts it back, and then fumbles the ball
Josh
again.
Allen's clearly rattled. He clearly has a problem in big time opportunities. He's 0-5 in overtime. He's played well in certain games in the playoffs.
Postseason games, yeah.
But overall, I mean, they've never made it to the Super Bowl
No.
in his time there. Granted, it's been tough with Patrick Mahomes. But you start to question if Josh Allen is able to be that guy for the Bills that can take them and win a Super Bowl for them if he can't perform in these big time moments.
I wouldn't say so much as that. I still think I'm more than willing to say that Josh Allen is a Super Bowl level quarterback. But if you're turning the ball over 4 games, 4 times, 4 games, you're not winning the football game. And if they squeaked out of that game with a fucking win, oh my God, Josh Allen should have been praying to the Lord, thanking him, because he had a chance to do so. And then obviously the Tyler Bass kick fucking doinks.
That's crazy.
And then goes
It
through.
Going through. I couldn't believe
My
that.
Wi-Fi cut out the second the kick went up, so I had no idea what happened. I was like, what the fuck just happened? And then I turn it on ESPN. They're in overtime. I'm like, oh, I guess he made it. Yeah, the Bills got to clean this shit up. Josh Allen's got to figure his shit the fuck out. And this Bills team, that defense looks great. But yes, it was Zach Wilson. So
They
I
still
don't know.
gave up a ton of rushing yards against the
Yeah.
team that you knew was going to run the ball.
They got gassed, yeah.
You knew Zach Wilson wasn't going to get, 40 passing attempts.
Yeah, that scares me a bit.
Like, you knew it was coming, and you still couldn't stop it. And you still let Zach Wilson complete 67% of his passes.
You have a Josh Allen problem. It's that simple. And that he's regressing. That's my big overreaction for the Bills. But
Yeah, the turnovers are really out of control.
yeah, it's just a bit much. But
Yeah, and also if they don't establish the run game, it's gonna continue.
Yeah.
yes,
That's also a problem.
they
It is on Josh Allen, but it's also on the fact that they can't establish a run game. And I said this was gonna be a problem for them. They have to be able to establish some type of run game. Even the Chiefs, bro. We know the Chiefs sling the rock and run the ball down the field. In playoff time, when the Chiefs need a running back to just run for some yards, normally that guy shows up for them.
yes.
Whether it's Pacheco, Jerick McKinnon running out of the backfield,
They can establish it when necessary. It's just the Bills don't
who
show
was
the
dude who
willingness.
used to be back in the day? Damian Williams?
Damian
Yeah.
Williams went fucking nuts in
Right,
the playoffs. I remember that.
Right. So for the Bills, you just have to be able to establish a run game, and on those short yardage situations, you have to be able to keep the defense honest.
Yeah.
On a 3rd and 2, don't let them guess pass. If
They
they're
don't
gonna
commit.
play
They
off
just-
on the line.
They don't commit to it, and it doesn't make sense because you have a defensive head coach too. So they don't. I don't know. It's just odd to me.
It's a big problem.
It is.
It is a big problem. If it doesn't get sorted out, this could be a long year for the Bills.
Agreed.
Yeah.